The 2026 World Cup was the biggest in football history. 48 teams, 104 matches, 3 countries hosting simultaneously, and enough controversy to fill a documentary series. This is every single thing that went wrong, or was made to go wrong, at FIFA World Cup 2026. Controversy 1. The referee who never made it to the tournament. Before a single match was played, the World Cup had already produced its first scandal. Somali referee Omar Abdulkadir Artan, a well-respected FIFA-appointed official who had been specifically selected to referee at this World Cup, was denied entry into the United States. He had a valid visa, he had full FIFA credentials, he had done nothing wrong. He was turned away because of Trump's travel ban, a sweeping immigration restriction covering citizens from nearly 40 countries, including Somalia. An official in the Trump administration claimed, without providing any evidence, that Artan had links to suspected members of terror organizations. No evidence was presented. No formal charges existed. A qualified, experienced referee couldn't do his job at the biggest sporting event in the world because of where he was born. FIFA said nothing publicly that mattered. The tournament started anyway. Controversy 2. Trump called FIFA listened. USA versus Bosnia, round of 32. Folarin Balogun, America's top scorer, 3 goals in the group stage, stepped on a Bosnian defender's ankle in the 64th minute. Red card. 1 match ban. Standard procedure. He would miss the Belgium match. Within minutes, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick and Andrew Giuliani called Trump. By Sunday, Trump had personally called FIFA President Gianni Infantino. On Truth Social, Trump posted, "Thank you to FIFA for doing what was right and reversing a great injustice." FIFA reversed the ban. A $40,000 fine instead. The first time in 64 years a red card at a World Cup did not result in a match suspension. UEFA said FIFA had crossed a red line. The Royal Belgian Football Association called it deeply concerning. England coach Thomas Tuchel asked publicly, "Who overturns this decision and on what grounds? How far does this go now?" Belgium's official social media responded to Balogun playing by posting a photo of Lukaku with the caption, "Overturn this." USA still lost 4-1. But the damage to FIFA's credibility was permanent. Controversy 3. The goal disallowed from the other side of the pitch. Argentina versus Egypt, round of 16. Egypt were 2-0 up in the 58th minute when Mustafa Zico broke away on the counter and finished past Emiliano Martinez. 2-0. Match effectively over. VAR intervened. Not for offside, not for a foul in the box. For a foul by Marwan Attia on Lisandro Martinez. A challenge that happened the entire length of the pitch away during Argentina's attacking phase before the move that led to the goal had even started. Fox Sports analyst Rob Green said on air, "Surely this is not within VAR's realm. It's a full length of the pitch away." Egypt's goal was disallowed. Argentina came back to win 3-2 in stoppage time. Egypt filed an official FIFA complaint claiming the tournament was rigged. Egypt's coach Hossam Hassan went further, calling out the refereeing decisions directly in his post-match press conference, accusing FIFA of favoring certain teams. FIFA's refereeing chief, Pierluigi Collina, defended the decision publicly. But when another VAR call went Argentina's way in the quarterfinal against Switzerland, even neutral observers started asking whether the technology was being applied consistently or selectively. Controversy 4. Ecuador's red card for covering his mouth. Mexico versus Ecuador, round of 32. In the 94th minute, Ecuador's Piero Hincapié covered his mouth while saying something to a Mexican player. Red card. Sent off for covering his mouth. That's a real FIFA rule, introduced to stop players hiding aggressive language from lip readers and cameras. Most fans had never heard of it. Most players apparently hadn't either. Ecuador's World Cup ended in fury and confusion, with 10 men and a red card for something most people in the stadium couldn't even identify as a foul. Controversy 5. The banner that started a war. Almost. Argentina defeated England 2-1 in the semifinal in Atlanta. After the final whistle, Giovanni Lo Celso took a banner from the crowd and held it up on the pitch alongside Lisandro Martinez, Christian Romero, and Nicolás Otamendi. The banner read, "Las Malvinas son Argentinas." The Falklands are Argentine. The Falkland Islands, known as Las Malvinas in Argentina, were the subject of a 1982 war between Argentina and Britain that killed over 900 people. They remain a British overseas territory. Argentina's Vice President Victoria Villarruel had called the English usurping pirates before the match. And now, Argentine players were making a political sovereignty claim in the middle of a FIFA-controlled sporting event. FIFA opened an investigation immediately. Their own rules, Law 4, the FIFA Disciplinary Code, the 2026 Stadium Code of Conduct, all explicitly prohibit political messaging by players on the pitch. Argentina had done the exact same thing before a 2014 friendly and been fined 30,000 Swiss francs. Argentina's President Javier Milei described the banner as perfectly valid. He also predicted FIFA would fine them again. They did. Argentina paid the fine. The banner has been seen by hundreds of millions of people. Some argue that was the entire point. Controversy 6. The microchip that ended Croatia's World Cup. Portugal versus Croatia, round of 32. Croatia thought they had equalized, a goal scrambled in that would have sent the match to extra time. VAR reviewed it for offside. The video alone couldn't determine whether a Croatian player had touched the ball with his head during the build-up. So FIFA used the microchip embedded inside the ball, which confirmed contact. Croatia were offside. Goal disallowed. Portugal through. It was the first time in World Cup history that a microchip inside the ball directly determined the outcome of a knockout match. Croatia went home because of a sensor the size of a coin. Technology that most fans didn't know existed decided who went through to the round of 16. And then there were the controversies that didn't involve referees at all. Dozens of players signed an open letter calling on FIFA to stop scheduling afternoon kickoffs in 30-degree heat. The 48-team format drew criticism for producing too many lopsided matches in the group stage. Ticket prices locked out local fans in all 3 host nations. Labor conditions linked to stadium projects in Mexico drew protests in host cities. FIFA maintained throughout that all decisions were made correctly and independently. Gianni Infantino stood at press conferences and defended every call, every process, every controversy with the same measured confidence. Whether you believe him depends entirely on how much you trust the institution he runs. One president called, and a red card disappeared. One referee never made it because of where he was born. One country displayed a war banner on the pitch and paid the equivalent of a parking fine. The football at this World Cup was extraordinary. The stories off the pitch were something else entirely.